Hello friends, and welcome back to the Life of a Great Challenge, which is a series of New Year's rituals designed to help us realize our dreams in 2024. Today we'll create a plan to achieve the goals that we set in the previous video. We will take each of our 2024 goals and define the key actions that we'll take to achieve them in 2024. We will also design an ideal ordinary week to allow us to progress towards our dream life every day. This is the last video of the Life of a Great Challenge, which includes 5 rituals to help us close 2023 in the best way possible and step into 2024 with an actionable plan to turn our dreams into reality. I created a Notion template to help us complete these New Year's rituals, and you can download it for free using the link in the description below. And if the words goal setting and planning sound too intimidating for you, don't worry, this can be super simple. The main idea is to get you thinking about the different actions, the different things you could do during this year to get you closer to creating your dream life. In the previous video, we set our SMART goals, milestones, and priorities based on our vision for our lives. In this video, we will take control of our lives and create a plan to achieve our goals. The first step is to realize that the reason why we are not living that dream life yet is because we haven't done enough of the actions necessary to create it. That means we need to do something differently and consistently. In the words of Henry Ford, if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you've always got. We need to stop playing the victim and blaming other people, things, and circumstances for the reasons why we don't have what we want. Basically, we need to stop playing the victim and become the victor. And that's what we're going to do in today's video. We will do 2 exercises today. First, we will brainstorm and decide the key actions that we will take to achieve our goals, and then we will plan how to incorporate those key actions into our weekly routine. Exercise 1 is to define key actions. More often than not, people focus more on the results they want to get than on the actions they need to do. They fixate on the money they want to make and the weight they want to lose, while overlooking the actions that create such results. Instead, we should focus on the actions and just use the results to understand whether our actions are working well or not. When defining the key actions, you will realize that there are several things that you could do to achieve your goals. So you will need to choose which of those work better for you. The first step is to brainstorm possible strategies and actions. So take each of your goals and ask yourself, what strategies and actions could I possibly take to achieve this goal? Think creatively and come up with several possibilities. But don't discard or get attached to any just yet. Let's say you set a goal to save 20,000 euros by the end of the year. There are many strategies and actions you could take to achieve that goal. For instance, you may want to better manage your money or to get a new job to make more money. And obviously, each of these strategies will work, but they will require different key actions. To better manage your finances, you will need to learn more about personal finance. So you may consider key actions like signing up to a course or watching videos or maybe even reading articles on the topic. To review your finances. I actually do that towards the end of each month and I can't recommend it more. To get a new job, you might consider allocating a few hours each week to update your CV, look for jobs online, update your cover letter, connect with other professionals in your network, and even taking courses to upskill. So use the Notion template to list out the possible strategies and actions you could take to achieve your goals. You will notice that there are more actions than you could possibly take. And that's why the second step is to define the key strategies and actions that you will commit to taking to achieve your goal. So ask yourself which of these possible strategies and actions would actually work better for me. You will notice that they will have different levels of impact and complexity. Impact is about the expected output. It considers the potential each action has to move you closer to your goals. Complexity, on the other hand, is about the planned input. It considers the level of resources, skills, and enjoyment involved in taking each action. To exemplify this, let's consider a weight loss goal. But the same principles can be applied to any goal you may have. Let's say you want to lose 10 kg to feel better in your body. You probably know that there is only one way to lose weight, and that is to stay in a calorie deficit for a long enough time. In other words, you need to burn more calories than you consume. It is that simple, but it's not that easy to do. There are two main strategies to create a calorie deficit. The first one is to increase the calories you burn by exercising more. And the second one is to decrease the amount of calories you consume by eating less. And the problem here is that people often overestimate the amount of calories they burn exercising and underestimate the amount of calories they consume eating. But that is a topic for another video. In the first step, you will brainstorm different actions you could take to improve your diet and exercise routine. You might consider meal prepping your dinners, no takeaway during the week, fasting from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., going to the gym twice a week, and going for a run or a walk 3 times a week. In the second step, you will define your key strategies and actions. First, you will consider the impact that each of these actions would have on getting you closer to your goal. Knowing that weight loss is 20% about exercise and 80% about diet, you will realize that the most important actions are the ones related to your diet. So, therefore, you might commit to taking all the diet-related actions because they are very important and seem pretty doable as well. Second, you will consider the complexity involved in performing each of the possible actions. You may realize that you need help at the gym because you've never lifted weights before, so you may want to get an app subscription or even a personal trainer. Out of all the possible actions you could take to achieve your goal of losing 10 kg, you might decide to stick to the diet-related ones because they are very important and they seem pretty doable as well. And you decided not doing the gym right now and stick to the running. In our weight loss example, we would write down all the diet-related actions because they are very important and pretty doable as well. And in relation to the exercise-related actions, we would cross out the gym and keep the running. Exercise 2 is the ideal routine. The main goal is for you to design an optimal ideal routine fitting all your current commitments and the key actions you want to take towards your goal into a daily and weekly routine. Here, you're going to look at your life as a whole and plan how to spend your time in a more intentional way. The idea here is to set a plan to make progress towards our goals every single week. You can either use the Notion template or your own digital calendar to design this ideal weekly routine for yourself. I personally created a calendar called Ideal Week, where I scheduled all the different activities on my calendar, and this way I receive notifications to remind me of the different events in my ideal week. First, write down the key actions for each of your goals, considering the different areas of life. This is super cool because you can visually see all the different actions that you need to take to improve each of the main areas of your life. Second, design an ideal daily routine to incorporate all the key actions that you need to take daily. And here I designed morning and night routines that are super aligned with my goals. Third, design an ideal weekly routine to accommodate all the key actions you need to take daily and weekly. You can begin by first putting in your current commitments, and then you can add in blocks of time for the new key actions that you defined in the previous exercises. If you can't fit in your current commitments and the key actions that you need to take to achieve your goals, you need to rethink your plan. Executing a realistic plan isn't easy. Now, executing an unrealistic plan is impossible. If your plan doesn't even work on paper, it certainly won't work in reality. Most people, when setting goals, never really stop to plan how to execute on the key actions that will take them closer to their goals, and they just have a very unrealistic expectation of how to execute that plan. Most people, when setting goals, never really stop to plan this level of detail, how they are going to take the key actions to achieve their goals. And that's why they get very frustrated when they don't see the results that they expected. And they might think that there is something wrong with them, while in reality there was just something wrong with their plan. And they should just work on improving their plan, and rather they might just give up and think that it's not meant for them. Make sure to leave buffers between activities to account for commute time and meal or coffee breaks. Most often than not, you will need to readjust your ideal weekly routine to really understand what is realistic for you. This is a really valuable exercise to better understand ourselves and our routines. That is to say, if you find it quite impossible to follow your plan as you set it out, just readjust your plan based on the reality that you're currently living in. There's no point in beating yourself up about it or just giving up on your goals altogether just because you can't follow through with your plan exactly as it is. Just readjust your plan and readjust your goal if you need to. Now, if you got this far into this video and haven't really planned anything, I'm sorry to tell you, but your life won't change unless you take action. Just watching this video isn't enough for you to achieve your goals. You actually do need to do the work. And that's why I'm running a workshop on goal setting and planning for 2024. We are going to do all these exercises together live during the workshop. So if you are committed to making 2024 the best year of your life, sign up to the workshops for free using the link in the description below. If you live in the future and the workshop has already taken place, there should be a link in the description for the video recording of the workshop. And I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching until the end. This was the 5th and final ritual of the Life of a Great Challenge. If you haven't watched the previous episodes of this series, I highly recommend that you start from the first ritual. The main goal of the Life of a Great Challenge was to help you realize your dreams in 2024. I'm sure that completing these 5 rituals helped you move closer to creating your dream life. The next step in achieving your goals obviously is execution. You can sit down and plan for as long as you'd like, but if you don't execute on your plan, nothing will happen. Over these years, I have learned so many tools and strategies to execute the plan that I want to share with you guys in future videos. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. The main tool that I use every single week to help me achieve my goals is my weekly planner. So I highly recommend that you watch my weekly planning routine video and download my weekly planner for free after. I hope to see you there. Bye!